A trade dispute between Ghana and the European Union over chocolate might lead to a manufacturing revolution in Western Africa. Let me explain what's happening and why this little product here is going to be so important going forward. To the Western world, Africa has just been a place to get raw resources from, not a place to add value to those products. So the business model has always been go to Africa, secure whatever mineral rights you can get, and extract as much as you can from Africa as quickly as you can and put those minerals either to Europe or to Asia for further manufacturing. But they got a little bit greedy this time, and they may have pushed the Africans too far. So here's the backstory. Ghana, along with Cote d'Ivoire, produces over 2/3 of the world's supply of raw cocoa, and 80% of that raw cocoa is purchased by the European Union, where they manufacture it and turn it into chocolate, which is then sold throughout the world. It's a $100 billion industry, of which Ghana only gets about 6%, which Ghana was okay with until the European Union started to threaten them with sanctions if they did not become more environmentally friendly. Ghana asked the European Union what they had to do to be more environmentally friendly, and one of the suggestions that was made was that Ghana could purchase carbon credits. Now, what's a carbon credit? That's essentially paying someone to not pollute. So what the European Union said to Ghana was, if you pay us not to pollute, we will overlook you not being environmentally sustainable. As you can imagine, this ticked off their government quite a bit. So the president of Ghana wanted to get in front of this issue and not have leverage over him, and he made a bold proclamation that Ghana would not sell cocoa in the same way they had been selling it to their Western trading partners. Instead, over 50% of the cocoa would be processed right in Ghana. Now, some people scoffed at this because they didn't have the manufacturing capacity to follow through with this proclamation, but they really got aggressive, and they started to recruit some of the best food scientists and manufacturing specialists from Europe to start creating Ghanaian chocolate domestically. And in a power play straight out of a business negotiation handbook, Cote d'Ivoire and Ghana both boycotted the Brussels Cocoa Conference this year, showing that they were going to be very serious about declaring their independence from European chocolate manufacturers. If Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire are successful in standing up for themselves against the European Union in this trade conflict, I think this has broad implications to the manufacturing industry across all of West Africa. I believe that we're going to see a lot more factories and a lot more manufacturing done domestically in Western Africa, not simply having the resources shipped to another part of the world to then have the value add.
How we doing, guys? Myself, Chris Pretty, OBE, here with a quick one. Real talk, true seasons. Don't worry, I'll wait. I'm not going to talk too much on this one. Just take a look at this. Don't worry, I'll wait. And you see, man, breaking it down. So Africa's been juicing majority of the cocoa, yeah? Chocolate, Mars bar, Snickers, all the things that you love. Cadbury's, yeah? All Galaxy and all them kind of man there. And Africa's had enough because Africa's saying, hey, what food, boy? How about we just produce it over here in Ghana? How about we just produce it over here in Africa? Because if you don't know, basically, all the world go around to Africa, steal all their resources, bring it back to places like Germany, France, and call it the Swiss chocolates and all this kind of stuff. But it's actually come from Africa. The cocoa's come from Africa. Africa's had enough. We're basically trying to say as the world and as community, like, come on. Put your hands up. You know what's there? Enough is enough. If you're going to be taking our cocoa, pay for the cocoa, fam, or let us produce the cocoa and sell it over to you. What's you guys' thoughts? Africa are making a stand. This might be a part of history where they've had enough. They're taking the cocoa back because the world keeps taking the resources from Africa and not really paying the right prices. And if not making sure that Africa are actually being able to build and grow. Because it's funny how Africa have all the resources to live a prosperous life, but they're the third world country. Help me make it make sense. Don't worry, I'll wait. Don't remember the last time England growing anything. Don't remember the last time England making anything. Don't remember the last time England having minerals and having the resources to be making phones and computers and chips and all the rest of it and cars. But what's you guys' thoughts? Comment below.